probably, by the time you see this, I've probably left HK, which is probably today, to be fair. Yeah, that's, yeah. This will just probably explain everything, literally everything. So yeah, hopefully sit tight and we'll have some epic Galaxy Wars gameplay, because that's my main game, you know. But yeah, I'm probably gonna quit Minecraft, cause just because I'm boring and dumb, and like, you know, how repetitive the game is now, because I what, played Skywars a lot of times, like what, 50 times, 50,000 games played probably, or something very close to that, or even more. And you know, after you play like 50,000 games of Skywars, and you don't really get anything new, you kind of like give, you just give up on the game, like I do. And there's nothing really anything I would like want. There isn't really any game I really enjoy other than Skywars, because you know I really enjoy games I'm good at. Well, I'm not that good at Skywars, but you know I can at least win it. I mean I can also win tools, but you know it's that game's just even more repetitive. And it's even worse because how many games you do a day compared to Skywars, and I'll probably die out of it anyway. So I'm probably not gonna try that. But you know I'm probably gonna quit because you know people. And that's part of all. So we're going to explain to things. Just, like, we're going to back a few parts of this thing, like all separately, just so it makes sense.
Escort the
At
droid
least.
to the power core before we run out of time.
So yeah, I'm still trying to play this epic game, which is very good, by the way. Okay, I'm just so good at this game, like, clearly. Um, um, I died. That's a shame. Anyway, I kind of just like, there's going to be a few parts of this video, different parts, depending on like what my problem is. For example, I'm finding some things like impossible to deal with, and it's mainly high, not really high pixels, but like you know, just generally, it's not fun to play this game anymore. So like you know, so I kind of just like quit it. That's the main reason. I just don't have fun with it anymore. That's probably the biggest reason why I don't want to play this game, by the way. So it's just it isn't fun anymore, and you know, yeah, I just don't really enjoy it. Well, so yeah, the community's absolutely shit. I'm going to say about 100% of the community is hypocritical, except like maybe 3 people I know. I mean, to be fair, I am quite hypocritical, so it's kind of funny how I'm talking about hypocrisy when I'm quite a hypocrite myself. Which is quite you know, hypocritical. It shouldn't it goes into a huge loophole, but you know, some of the community is just awful. Like you people will base you solely on one thing, and if you do something wrong, people aren't going to like you after that. Right? So let's say I don't really enjoy. So let's say I did something really nice, and I did it because I just wanted to be kind. But I don't really do anything to be kind. I really only do things for things that I actually want to do. So you know, if I don't like things I want to do, I won't do it. And I decide what's right and what's wrong, and so I decide uh what happens, you know. So I basically decide on my terms what I want to do, rather than follow like people. So I won't do something just because out of pure kindness. I just do whatever feels right and wrong. So that's kind of the main reason why I helped Sky Origins back in like what, August I think it was. No, kind of funny how far along ago was it? But I helped Sky Origins back then, and you know, um, I didn't do that because I wanted to gain respect. Because I find Minecraft reputation worse, more autistic than like anything in this world. So, and internet reputation generally on the internet is just dumb. It just doesn't make sense. So like, that's mainly why I do most of the stuff I do. Isn't because, oh yeah, such a cool kid, you know. Yeah man, I I I I helped somebody please have sex with me. I don't do it out of that. I just do whatever feels right and wrong. And sometimes what I do is right, and what people and then people think I do out of kindness or like maturity or whatever. Well, I think I'm cool, and that's kind of annoying because I don't want to do. I don't do stuff out of just the game thing, or at least make people think I do, because I don't. It's just dumb. It, I've always said Minecraft reputation, well, internet reputation in general, is it's just dumb. So, you, you, you know, so for me to literally just say, yeah man, I all of a sudden really like, uh, I all of a sudden like want to be cool. I don't ever want to be known in this
Taking the first
community.
point. That bought us some more time.
I actually never want to be known in this community ever. That's one thing I never want to be known in this community. Cause that's dumb. That's just dumb. Like, you know, I just find that extremely infuriating that people think I do stuff out of like pure kindness or something. But no, I never do anything for respect because no one will care, and that's pretty obvious. Because I mean, sorry, but I'm sorry, but who actually really cares anymore? Like, no one really cares. Like, if I did things out of pure respect and stuff, I wouldn't be what I wouldn't do what I would do anymore. That's pretty simple. I would have done so many things differently. But I don't because, well, I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me at all. And it will never matter to me because it won't change anything, whether I'm known or anything. That's why I kind of really don't. That's why I don't try to be. Unless if you're known, you just get. It's annoying to play and keep being known because you know everyone just targets your snipes your ults and it's just dumb. That's probably the main reason why I don't actually want to be known anywhere. It's because shit like that I don't want to happen. Because like it won't matter to me at all, ever. But you know, people still think I do stuff for that, and it's dumb because I don't really care at all, and will never care. So you know, so like, I guess people who think I do stuff out of like respect and stuff, please shut up. I don't, and I will never do anything out of respect or popularity, because in my opinion, I just don't care. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. All it does is make everything worse for me in reality, because popularity on this server is so dumb. And people like math and stuff can like can agree that popularity doing stuff on this server for like like to gain popularity points, it's just dumb. They won't enjoy. No one enjoys being popular on the server because of how autistic people are on the server. Not no like no joke. Everyone is so
60
autistic on
seconds
the
left.
server. Like generally, I think I've never met one person that I wasn't autistic. So you know, well I mean I met like what, two people that are actually some of like my best friends now, but like the majority of the community isn't. Which then brings me on to the next point, is that the community is awful and that everyone's hypocritical, annoying, and what's the other word? Just they think everyone is really vain. They all think they are all entitled, I guess one should say. Like everyone, they always think it's about them and themselves only, and because of that, people are just generally annoying and hypocritical. And there's things like people know that you can never, right, uh, be perfect. No one's perfect. It's pretty a known fact, because if everyone
Num num num
if
num
everyone
num
was
num
perfect,
num.
then you know, if everyone was perfect, then I don't think there would be a point to exist. Basically, that's all I'm saying. I'm just unloading fucking text just to game. But like, no one is perfect in this game. No one. That's kind of the reason why I don't try to be perfect. But some people think they're perfect, and it's kind of annoying because you're not. No one is. Everyone has faults, and and that's a pretty much known fact that everyone has faults. And I don't really care if you have faults, as long as you recognize them. But you know, half people don't recognize that they have faults, and because of that, they're super entitled or something. They always say it's only about them and them only. So like, because of that, you've just got some top tier players, you know, on the server because of that, and so like, and because of that, you just got people who are genuinely annoying, and and it's funny because people I actually used to like, um, do it, and it's just annoying for me to deal with now because I just don't care anymore. I really couldn't care if because at this current because at this current time, uh, I could literally, right. Oh my god, there's so many boosting what's in this party. Okay, whatever. But you know, I'm the hunter. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so but like people don't really understand that the people that think they're perfect are just generally annoying, and you know, I couldn't care. Like, that's the main thing. I just don't care about you, but then people think I do. I think I care about stuff, which is kind of like a lot of the reasons why. A lot of the reasons why I kind of want to quit this game, because everyone thinks they're perfect, and because of people thinking they're perfect, you've got people who are extremely entitled, like super entitled. It's like, and then you've just got people that think that they're perfect or something. Like, no one is. Like I said, no one will ever be too. Man, there's a chicken on the roof. But like, you know, People think everyone is perfect, and they're perfect. And because of that, you've got some of the most annoying players in the game, just because of people thinking that so good at things. Like, holy shit. Like, for this person, yeah, they think they're so good at thinking for closing a door. Just, you know, it's dumb. Chicken? Okay. Alright, but like, you know, you just got tons of people like that, and it's, oh, and there's chicken on the loose again. But, you know, but like, you know, it's just things like that just make things 10 times worse for everyone, for me, in my opinion, and that's why I kind of want to quit. What else? Oh yeah, people, there's just genuinely people who just shit talk you every single time. Everything, even if you do, even if you're not even part of it, right? You'll get shit talked. If you're a part of like a certain amount of certain people, you will get shit talked, and that's pretty much known to a fact, pretty much known fact, because people will always think, uh, you know, and because of that, I'm quite a sensitive person, which isn't that much of a surprise, but like, but like, you know, because of that, and because of that, I kind of just like, you know, don't care anymore. Uh, that's kind of the main reason why I want to quit. I'm a sensitive person. There's no doubt. So basically everything that gets said about me, like even if it's the slightest thing, it, if you shit talk me on my on the back, like if you shit talk me at the on like behind my back, I will literally I will literally take that extremely to heart. So like that's like the main reason that and because of that I get hurt quite easily, and that's pretty much known. And there's a bee hopper in the run. Okay, okay game. And there's another bee. Oh, it's a sheep now. I really wonder if this sheep is a thing. But you know, like you just got stuff like that which are just questionable. Oh, and there's another chicken on the loose. Like, damn, this chicken be running faster than I am. There you go. No, it's the last animal, but you know, I'm quite a sensitive person. It's pretty no, but so if you shit talk of me behind my back, I'll literally, I'll take quite offense to it, and then I'll think people actually mean it, which then becomes a huge problem, because then if you ever say anything to me, I'll like, you know, I'll, I'll just take great offense to it. So, and because of that, I just kind of like, because of that, I get quite offended easily. So that's really normal because, you know, ooh, I got an achievement. But because of that, I just take offense to everything quite easily, which then makes a lot of problems wrong and stuff. So, you know, and because of that, there's some people, not really going to name people, and that just do that, and because of that, I think it's about me, which then, you know, it kind of like, you know, I know sometimes it's not about me, but I'll always assume it's about me, and because of that, I'll just get like, I'll take it to heart, and then I get really sad for like a while, and then I don't really want to play the game anymore, which is kind of the reason why I'm quitting. It's because of people that they just think they're perfect, or have some remorse that they think they're actually good, and And I can agree. Some people are really good, and I can't. And some people who do that are generally some of the nicest people I know. But you know, they're just some people are awful, and they don't really care about others' opinions. Like pretty much facts at this point. Like no doubt, it's like the biggest amount of facts ever. And it's just things, little things like that, right? That just hurt me because people just don't take notice of anything anymore. So I just get extremely hurt quite quickly, and because of that, I just get pretty much annoyed. And then due to that, I kind of like want to quit because I'm just getting hurt and for literally no reason at all, and I just don't want to be hurt. Be hurt because of something somebody else does, but I'm somehow related to them, and then it's all, and then I think it's not my fault. So that's a huge reason why I want to quit. And it's just like, it's kind of sad that people who should just do it. It's kind of I don't really care though. But uh, I mean, like I said, half this community is hypocritical. I could literally send you about. I could literally make a montage of hypocrisy of this guild with a 240 beats per minute song, and wouldn't have enough, and that wouldn't be enough. That's mainly that's generally like a huge reason. So yeah, that exists, and it's mainly it's just funny hypocrisy. It's kind of it's funny sometimes. Like if we'll say and then um, and like it's going to be fun, and and there's some songs I really want to make montages out of. So I have like a 4 hour clip of me grinding solo skywars, which will probably just be just thing. It's like I have a 7 hour clip of also. So I'll just create like a kill montage or something. So every kill is a beat, and that'd be like I'm blue or something. Like it's a blue sky or something, which has like 120, 200, like 200 beats per minute song. This is quite funny. So yeah, but that's probably about it. Other than that, I'm probably just gonna quit the game because there's no point of me being other than to just get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. It's just pretty simple. I mean, no one really wants to get hurt, but I specifically don't want to get hurt, and because of things people do, and I'm getting dragged down with it, it's just dumb. I just don't want to do that anymore. Oh, and also GBG captions. That's a huge reason. This is specifically GBGs that have caused me a huge problem, and that's not because of the team and stuff. It's just because of people like we're going against and stuff. Because they're mainly the problem. Not gonna lie, because a lot of them are think their guild's best, which I don't really care. But like and that's the point of YouTube is to see who's best. But I'm sorry, but why would people argue like why would you have an argument over like a guild versus guild? I'm sorry, it's like Minecraft players fighting. I get why you would have like it's like a war, like it's a really quick war. It's like the first to win a certain amount of battles, you just like win. You that's pretty obvious. But and I don't really care about that. But and I'm fine with people thinking, with people doing that and stuff. But there's some people. I'm not really gonna name people, but like just some people that are really annoying, and I actually just they have arguments about the stupidest things, like games, which is I think the majority of you will understand what I'm kind of referring to, but some people won't, so it's whatever. But I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter. Nothing. I don't really ever take GOG seriously, and I never will either because it's just it's there's no the only thing you get out of it's like what clout. internet clout. That's about it. And the fact people have like arguments and friendships are kind of like broken because of things that like over a Minecraft thing. It's just dumb, in my opinion. It just and a lot of my friendships that I've gained have been broken over just people arguing over like what Minecraft clout. And that's kind of the main reason why I don't care about anything. I don't think that's the main reason why. I you know I could just like what resign as UVG captain, but I just don't want to do anything. I'm done. And, and it's just it's just done. It's these people around. It's just people surrounding the HK community in general are the problems. It's not really HK. It's actually not HK's fault. It's people around HK that cause the problems mainly. And it's just I don't understand how it's HK's fault half the time. But it always is. It always seems to it be HK's fault, and it's just people are just talking shit about it for no apparent reason. Like I don't, no one really cares. And and as a HK staff member, I get to talk shit a lot because of like being staff. That's just it's so dumb. I just don't enjoy the fact that people do that just because of my role in the guild. I want to help HK. Obviously I do. Also, why would I apply for a manager in the first place? But I just give up on it. It's the community thing, and it's just the community in general that are just so annoying. You can't really stop it either because people will have endless arguments with bring exactly the same points over and over again, and you can't. And they have really only one point, but they keep arguing even though you've like destroyed. You said that point is invalid, and you've explained why it is. They'll just keep arguing it. So it's just that's why um, arguments on the internet so dumb, and that's why I always tweet arguments on the internet is dumb because it doesn't matter. You're not going to get anything out of arguments on the internet because all you're doing is just arguing with somebody who will always endlessly argue for no reason at all. It's just it, it, it's just, that's why I don't really care anymore. That's why I just end up spamming emojis now because I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It won't ever matter to me either because at the end of the day, it's what Minecraft class. That's what we're arguing over. Like, I don't see how that matters to me at all, and will ever matter to me because at the end of the day, do you think I care? And and it's just, the community, you know, it's kind of worryingly how dumb some people are. So I'm not going to name anyone, but some people I question like a lot, and that's fair for me to question. I don't really care questioning, but it's just some people are so questionable, and some people are extremely shady about this thing. Which also brings me to the next point, doxing. It's just dumb. I don't really care. Like, I don't think people realize doxing and DDoSing is illegal, and doxing can literally end like dumb. You can it's for some reason it's under the law identity theft. So basically, if you dox someone, you basically get you'll have to like pay a fine or something because of how because of the just generally the things you get from because technically you're just stealing their identity. That's pretty much the thing. So that's a huge thing. I just don't think people take this game. Think people take this game too seriously. That's pretty much a known fact, and will always take this game too seriously because people because people just think clout on this game is just dumb. It is good and means something. It doesn't. Like for Bloodlust, like, you know, I don't really hate Bloodlust. I actually really find good. I don't care about them. Well, I do care about them, but they're not the main problem. But like they have a thousand win streak, which is fine. I don't care. But then they like to say about it, and they can. It's like that's bragging rights. But then there's people. But then why would I care that you have like a 5,000 win streak in GVG? Because I don't. At the end of the day, I will never care about if you've won if you've done something, for example. I don't care if you've won a GVG. I won against HK, for example, because well, at the end of the day, all it just proves is that I need to improve the guild team more, and I know that because why do you think I tried always ask people for tryouts and stuff and try to get the best team possible from our guild without trying to force people to join? You know, that's the main reason why I kind of don't wanna join. And HK is an all-round guild. That's pretty much a known fact. Even though like base requirements have Skywars, which I still have no idea why. It's an all-round guild, so I don't understand why people care that when we choose a different gamer that people don't expect us to choose. For example, Smash Heroes, which then you know everyone knows what I'm referring to because you know that. And and Horus, for example, he's a nice person, yeah, that's fine, and he has college, so he can't really do stuff about things. But like, we'll argue the exact same things as the Horus is arguing. But if a Horus is arguing about it, only Horus will actually care. Horus will stop the argument, but it'll just be an endless loop for us, which is the main reason why I just don't want to play this game. Because when arguing, even when I do argue, it's just, my opinion doesn't matter because I don't have a high enough position, basically. And it's just dumb. That's really reason. It's just dumb because it's like I said, arguments on this game aren't really about facts or anything. It's mainly about opinions, which is an argument. But with those opinions, you usually have facts backing them up. Your opinion, but it's opinions and reputation about somebody. That's what people mainly argue about. Because let's say people argue about a game frozen in a GPG. If Horror says about something about it and he explains it, he'll people will stop arguing because he's a guild master. You kind of can't really argue against him because he'll say the exact same things as we'll probably say, and he'll bring it up at the exact same points as us, but he'll stop it because he's known. He's a really known person, like kind of like he does stuff, and that's the main reason why it's impossible. That's why I don't like arguing, and that's why I find when people argue in this game dumb, because like because it doesn't really matter about facts or opinions, like facts are backing up those opinions. It's mainly about opinions and reputation of someone. That's arguments on this game. That's pretty much it. And it'll always be it because no one really cares about anything else. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to people. It won't ever matter to people either because people just will continuously argue about the exact same thing over and over again. It's just annoying. It does. I don't. And the fact that people don't bring up the facts and thing, it's kind of dumb. And then what else? Oh yeah, I just don't really like. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing I really. I've probably said most things other than what people and then people. Some people know what's happening, and some people have known about this for like what 3 months. Yeah, I wanted to quit because of things, and with recent events, everyone really knows what I'm talking about. But with recent events, you know, everyone, it's made me quit even more. And that's pretty much a card fact. with recent events, I'm not really going to say anything, but I think most people will know what I'm talking about. But with recent events in the community, and mainly in GVGs, for example, uh, it's becoming a huge problem for me. It's becoming a problem to the fact where I just don't want to play anymore. Which is fine. I don't really care if I don't play anymore because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'll, I'll, I'll be, I'll just do the exact same thing over and over again out, and I'll just keep doing this, and then people just exactly argue the exact same things over and over again. It's just going to be annoying, so I just give up. I give up now. You win. That's my opinion to you winning. If you really want to know, I don't care. If you really want to know if you've won or not, you can. You've won. Does that fulfill your ego? Because I think it does, and that's worrying. That mainly your a lot of your ego comes from a Minecraft game. You know, you know. I'm kind of worried about you if a majority of your clout comes from this game alone. Like no doubt, I genuinely think I worry for you if majority of what you care about in this game is about Minecraft and Minecraft Flatland. If you really want to know, you win. I don't care. If that's what you want to know, you've won. I don't. You've basically just drained everything, all every single motivation to ever play this game out of me because of your just stupid arguments and just dumb things that happened over the years while I played this game. So, and it doesn't help that I don't really care. I'm okay. This game's done, but I don't really care anymore about people. That it's gotten to a point where things like where there's some things I just really wanted to not play ever. I would never play again just because of this game. And because of and I'm going to say something quickly before I go. Before I go. But I don't think people realize, but uh, I will never care. I will never care about this game. And because of all the things, I've basically just gonna quit playing games ever again. Because I don't want to play something happen like this again. And because of that, I'm probably never ever gonna join a guild again. And if I ever do, I won't ever do what I wanted to do with HK, and that was be active in it. Because if from what I've learned from HK, and it's not HK's fault as I said before, when I'm trying to help, all I'm just getting is backlash and making me want to quit the game even more. So because of that, I just don't want to play anymore. So sad because I, I still like playing this game. Yeah, that's about it. But till then, there's nothing really much for me to say other than, well, thank you, I guess, for some of the amazing memories I've had in HK. Because some of the memories I've had in HK have been absolutely exceptional. And one of my favourite, and HK's probably made my life 10 times better, mentally and physically. I just, HK is just, it's kind of like what I've always loved, and what I've always loved and stuff. And it's sad I have to leave because of other people's faults. I mean, I could if I really wanted to resign from every single team possible, but I don't want to do that because I'll just basically become useless again, and there's no, and I don't want to stay in a guild, and even then I'll still have I'll still fill things fill things up when people talk about HQ specifically. Yes, I think it is right. That's why I won't ever actually hack a Discord server, like and enjoy the time and enjoy have fun while doing it. Like you know other people like Sky Origins for example raid. I helped them because I felt like it was the right thing to do, and of course it is the right thing to do to help somebody fix their Discord server because they are because you know people you like because you think it's right because well it's obviously right to help somebody fix their Discord server after somebody's like K-scoped their whole well yes I'm just going to say the word K-scoped, I don't really care. K-scoped the whole like the whole Discord server, and you would obviously think it's right to help them, but I sometimes question people don't, and that's like that makes me question maturity of everyone in the game, and I question maturity of people in HK of course, but I also question people in other guilds, and like and just generally people in this game. I just question how some of them are like what 15, 16 but act more retarded than a 9-year-old. So you know, obviously people act more above more like their age, above their like age of maturity, like like you know people like you know, but I you know I don't want to help people who don't, and that's the main problem with it because you can never tell if people are telling their age or not, and I don't really care about people's age. I'm sorry, but if you're acting more retarded than a 9-year-old and you're say like a 16, 17-year-old, I'm kind of questioning humanity by it then, because a 16-year-old is doing some things that you wouldn't expect like like a toddler to do. Like you would expect a toddler to do that, but instead it's a 16-year-old, and that's a problem. And you know, and then people are just like extremely edgy. That's a huge way to describe this whole the whole community. People are edgy, and I don't care if people are edgy because people can be edgy. It's their choice, But like there's some people I wonder if they're okay or not sometimes because, and I know some people are, and I know that. But there's some people that just listen, that act super shady and stuff, like they're going to do something like awful in real life, and you actually and you feel bad for them because like they're worryingly going to scare you. And that's mainly doxes and DDoSes to be fair, because most of them do care. I because I don't really care anymore about the community. So I have the last thing I'm probably going to say before I go is before I start rambling on about something else. Uh, you can meme me about this. I don't really care. You can meme me about this. You can make fun of me about it because I don't really care anymore. I couldn't give a shit anymore about your opinions because I'm quitting, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. It just doesn't, and will never matter to me ever again because all it does will just bring me down again. You know, I kind of hate the HJ and Infamy rivalry, by the way. But that's a different video, thing, because I don't understand why there's a rivalry between two girls that literally are allies since like since the start. So that doesn't make sense. But other than that, that's basically it. Yeah, thank you, I guess, for everything, HK, and some of the Minecraft community too. But I think I just don't want to play this game anymore. I don't care that this video is 45 minutes and it's probably going to be even longer or shorter. I don't really know after I edit and cut everything out because I'm not going to lie here. I don't. There's some things that are just dumb. I have to just do some rough cuts too. So yeah, this is going to be a fun video to edit. But I don't care if my voice of this microphone sounds awful. And if you think, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thank you, HK. I guess that's you. Well, I think all of you have brought so many things to me, and a lot, and so I couldn't thank some of you, and that's why I'm probably going to add a thank you card at the end just because I want to, and and I'm gonna generally care about it too, because there's some people I really like in this guild, and you know there's some people that are really nice in this guild. But and if you really want to thank everyone, I'll obviously thank every one of them personally in DMs for being such amazing people. And some of them, like some of you know who you are, by the way. Like I know some of you know who you are, like who fought like some of the best moments for me. Oh yeah, before I yeah, that's about it. Other than I'm going to leave every single Minecraft Discord other than HK and 5 digits, and only going to keep a certain amount of Discord friends that I actually care about, and then turn my DMs only to friends only, and then move on from there. That's about it. I'm leaving every Minecraft Discord. Oh, obviously I'm going to stay in Units Hangout, which I guess some of you don't even know exists. But you know, that's a cool Discord. But other than that, that's probably about it. Uh, I'm going to probably still be active on HK Discord. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. So, it's just kind of funny because I don't like the community surrounding HK, but I love the community of HK itself. So as long as people don't ruin it, I guess it should be fine. And also, I guess I won't actually be blamed for things I had no part in, but other than I and stuff. And I'm kind of sorry that I'm leaving people in the darkness because of that. But then again, Red knows I don't really. I only everyone knows, right? I joined the what's it called? I joined the staff team because I was promised one thing. Uh, guess what I was promised? You know, I was promised, right? To what I knew what I was going to do when I joined the staff team was that I was going to moderate chat, and that's pretty much an easy job for me when I'm like I'm getting like what 1,000 a day. But you know, then you know, it's just things like that which just generally annoy me overall. And it's not even HK's fault. But I joined the chat. I joined the HK staff team knowing that I'm going to moderate chat, and that's what I did. And that's I did it to the best of my abilities, and that's what I could probably do best. I guess that's probably all for me, Ram. That's everything I'm going to ramble about. Yeah. And I guess thank you for all being amazing people. And it's such a shame some people have to ruin it just because of entitlement and stuff. But you know, it's whatever, and it's whatever, it, and it's sad that I'm leaving because of people do around the thing and not the actual community itself. And it's just people. I'm not going to hide people. I'm going to hide people's names from the montage before before I could see. But I think some of you know from like how the writing's written who it is. But I kindly ask you not to tell people because I don't want to, I don't hurt people that badly, But there's some people that do that will do that anyway. So yeah, just don't hate on anyone. I guess just be normal. I guess about this. Uh, I don't want to. I wanted to write a written thing about it, but then I thought it would be best to explain everything in voice because it'd make more sense. But yeah, that's about it. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's that. I guess thanks. I'll probably have something in the description, a bit more written, like explaining some other things but I kind of want to also explain, but it's kind of hard to explain in words for me. So if you want you can read that thing. It's probably gonna be a twit longer, probably. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. yeah, thank you for everyone being amazing. And then there's some people I absolutely hate, adore. Like, I think they're some of the main reasons why I actually still play this game. And it's for example, Summon. You know, he's kind of like you know, he's really nice. And there's obviously Daniel, Wrath. There's tons of people in the guild that have made my thing, and it's some people that even left the guild earlier that have enjoyed my thing. Like, I wouldn't actually be active without David63, which half of the community won't even know existed until then. Uh, but there's some people in the guild that I'm kind of that kind of that kind of left because of uh things like that. So you know. Well, it's really not whatever. It's whatever, I guess. Other than that, I guess goodbye. It's kind of weird saying goodbye though. I don't like saying goodbyes. It's quite sad, saying goodbyes to people. But I guess people do it. So yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna grind on this account ever anymore. I'm probably gonna give it to like one of my friends. So you probably won't. So the majority of the time won't be actually me. Yeah, but that's about it. Yeah. Anyways, bye.